Hey, I'm Paul, and this is a product review of the new Sony Vaio F notebook. So here's the front, left, right, back.
Wow!
Alright, so let's see what's inside the box. Here is the battery, which will last up to a full 3 hours. Some protection for the notebook. Over here is another box inside the box, which you'll see later. And finally, here is the Sony Vaio F itself, wrapped in some stuff which I assume is some cardboard and paper. Here's what's inside the other box. Charger part 1, charger part 2, quick start guide, 3D guide in English and French, other stuff guide in English and French, safety booklet, 20% accessory savings, random paper 1, random paper 2, and look at that. A box in a box in a box. Inception joke, anyone? Alright, let's see what's inside. There, a pair of 3D glasses and a case for it as well. So in all you get 9 booklets, 3D glasses, a case for the glasses, a battery, a charger, and the Sony Vaio F. As you can see, the Vaio F does resemble the PlayStation 3 quite a bit, and depending on your taste, I personally quite like it. Also, the plastic surface is quite glossy, as you can see the chandelier very clearly. On the front, there is an all-in-one media card slot, wireless on-off switch, and a FireWire input. On the left is a power input, a very powerful fan, VGA port, HDMI port, Ethernet, and 2 3.0 USB ports. On the right, there is an audio in and out, one 2.0 USB port, and an optical drive that does a lot of things. Since the laptop has a strong hinge, you'll need 2 hands to open it, but there you go. You'll notice that the screen is not glossy, so it will do very well in the sun, which is a bit odd since this was meant for indoors, however still a nice feature. But if you're one of those people who use the screen's reflection as a mirror, then you're out of luck. Another nice feature is how the Mousepad has its own unique texture, and how it looks nearly invisible. Over here are a few touch buttons for DVD movies and online videos, whereas over here there is a support button, 3D on-off, shortcut, and a mystery button which I'm afraid to touch. If you want to see the entire process at first startup, here it is in a few seconds. While filming, it took me 10 minutes and 24 seconds, but on average, users should finish in around 7 minutes. 5 minutes if you're really fast at typing. I should also mention that because of the Vaio's high performance, boot ups and shutdowns are really fast. Here's an example of one shutdown. So shutdowns take 11 seconds, whereas boot ups take 30 seconds, 27 if you're lucky. Fortunately, the Sony Vaio F comes with a lot of useful and awesome software such as the full Vaio suite, free but basic Microsoft Word and Excel, and PlayStation tools, which lets you use the notebook as a keyboard and controller. Pretty cool, eh? I should also mention that the interface includes a hidden bar which shows shortcuts to several applications, similar to what Alienware computers have, except I find this to be a lot smoother. Although Sony had mainly focused this to be the ultimate laptop for viewing movies, it does handle a lot of games really well, such as Grand Theft Auto 4, Mafia 2, and Just Cause 2. You can even play all those games in 3D, although you'd have to lower the graphics because the 3D feature does slow things down a bit. If you want to see more of the notebook's game performance, I have created a game channel that I'd really like you to check out at the end of this video. Overall, Sony includes very useful software which can make this the ultimate multimedia notebook. It's also very comfortable to type and mouse around, and although it's more for viewing movies, it does fly through many of the latest games and softwares like Premiere Pro CS5 and maybe even CS10. However, when using maximum processing power, the fan can be a bit distracting, and because it comes from Sony, the 3D model is a bit pricey, but in the end, it's worth it. Oh yeah, and here's the computer's entire performance specs. Alright then, see you later.